Cheaters in Rainbow Six Siege have been a major problem for the game for a very long time now, and as you guys are aware, on PC there is major hacks going on all the time. Whether that's subtle wall hacks or literally oblivious aim lock and spinning hacks, you will find it in Rainbow Six Siege. However, in this video we're going to be focusing on the type of cheating that takes place almost every single game on console, and that is obviously being mouse and keyboard on console. Now, Mousetrap is a detection system that Ubisoft have put in place to detect if anyone is using a mouse and keyboard on console. Basically what it does is if it believes you're using a mouse and keyboard, it will gradually increase your input delay until it is basically unplayable. Now, questions have been raised as to how effective this is, how many people it picks up, and how many people slip under the radar, but what we do know is some people who do get picked up by it really are forced into going back to a controller. A great example of this comes from this clip, which was actually from a Twitch stream of a mouse and keyboard player openly using mouse and keyboard on console, and as you can see, the Mousetrap actually hits him quite hard and he can't hit any of his shots and ends up dying.
Uh-oh. Jeez, what's your shit? I can't aim. I can't aim. I can't aim. It's so bad. It's so bad.
So as you guys can see, 9 times out of 10 this anti-cheat does actually do its job quite well. It definitely deters people away from using a mouse and keyboard, and it always allows that user to plug in their controller again or switch back to their controller again to once again reduce that latency and continue playing the game that they love and that they love to spend money on. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love watching these little clips of people getting caught out using a mouse and keyboard on console, so I'll show you guys one more.
Oh, this is so ass. Get me out of this game, bro. Finish the game now. You don't have delay. Please win the game for me, bro. I'm not joking. No, like, I'm dead. I can't aim on this shit. I'm still killing. Win the game,
Oh,
bro.
you might be
like
right. What the fuck? Why does my sense feel so high now? Get me out of the game! No, bro. How am I supposed to cheat on console now? Bro, fuck!
Now, as a console player myself, I've been playing console Siege for the last 6 years, and only recently in like the last 2 years that this has become a real problem. And in those last 2 years, there has been so many people that have been running around with a mouse and keyboard and constantly killing everyone. Now, since Mousetrap's introduction in year 8, I can say for a fact I think there has been a lot less people using it, but I still quite regularly run into people where I think to myself, that guy could potentially be using a mouse and keyboard. Now, the main criticism of Mousetrap is obviously the fact that if there's a detection system in place and you can clearly identify which people are using a mouse and keyboard, why not just ban them and then stop them from playing the game entirely, and surely that will just fix the problem there and then. Now, the problem with this is Ubisoft don't really want to be banning anyone on console, because even though they are cheating and using a mouse and keyboard to gain an unfair advantage, they are still people who play the game and they will still spend money on the game. And in fact, if you're willing to cheat in Rainbow Six Siege, I'd argue you're even more likely to spend money on the game than someone else. For example, I'm someone who doesn't really like spending money on elite skins and stuff like that. I will pay for the battle pass because it just gives me more content to work towards during the season. But singular skins for some of my favorite operators, I just personally will not buy. However, if you're someone who will willingly pay £50 to £100 to get a cheating device on console, I'm sure that you're not too bothered about spending £15 on some elite skins. On top of this, there is actually a more valid argument, which is they can't ban mouse and keyboard entirely because some people with disabilities who can't use a controller effectively have to rely on a mouse and keyboard to be able to play the game. And with that, I completely understand. I do think all people should be able to access their favorite games, even if that involves using a Zim to be able to use a mouse and keyboard to play on a console. As they said though in the reveal of this anti-cheat software, this is only a stepping stone and the starting point of this anti-cheat software. Mouse and keyboard on console is not only a problem in Siege, but it's a problem with the whole console player base. Everyone in any competitive game on console will be using a mouse and keyboard to gain an unfair advantage, to make their rank look better and stuff like that, and overall just make their experience a lot easier. So has Ubisoft won the ongoing war against cheaters and hackers? The answer is no, but they are definitely taking great first steps in working towards tackling a major issue with the game. I think the only way they can actually eradicate it entirely is if they updated the engine and with it a whole new anti-cheat system which can detect people who are using more malicious hacks and more malicious cheating and then actually ban them permanently. Either way guys, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe, click the video on screen, and I'll see you next time.